Action from round one. Clearly a slip. Good call by Bill Clancy, a top referee.
Steve, again, we look at Mosquito. They want him to unload that right hand and do it to the body. You know, he's not, to me, the classic pressure fighter, though, so it's a different story here. He's at that distance where he's just waiting for Peterson to commit. He really needs his distance there, and if Peterson moves on him a little bit, fights fast, flurries, and gets out, he wins this fight easily, I think.
Well, Mosquito's own people told us yesterday his style is that he has no style.
Yeah, exactly.
That can be a good thing, but basically, if he doesn't catch you with the right hand, he's not going to beat you.
Yeah, what they also said is basically his style, he's violent third world brawler. Hit me, I'll hit you harder. But you know, we haven't seen him. Now we see him working off that right hand jab as he goes southpaw, but he's backing up and he's doing nothing offensively with it. Unable to pull the trigger with that left, and now he gets clocked with a left hand counter. Nice hook from Peterson, and Peterson shoves him back with a hook on the way out.
Dumb idea for Mosquito to turn southpaw. His right hand's his big punch. It's a straight right or a looping right. It's not a right hook, so don't turn southpaw.
There you go. Peterson very much under control. He doesn't have crushing power, but he's taking his time and not necessarily beating, as you say, Mosquito to the punch, but countering pretty effectively.
Well, he's studying his man. We described him as the more studious brother, the slower brother, the more technical brother. And he's studying Mosquito before he decides how to fight him and how to attack him.
Well, Mosquito upset by shots behind the head. Referee Bill Clancy lets him fight on. No warning. Mosquito's not showing much of a jab, trying to hook off that jab. Trying to unload that right hand, and Peterson gets out of the way of a whistling right hand. And here again, that switch. He gets poked back with the jab from Lamont Peterson. Peterson covering up well. When the openings are there, he's trying to find them and maybe create them with counterpunching, getting Mosquito to bite. But he really does, Steve, he has to be careful. That right hand definitely has power.
Oh, it does. It does. And you know what? Lamont's technique and his speed will carry him in this fight. The most important thing is focus. He can't lose focus for a split second, because that right hand could do its damage in a split second.
On the switch there, the left hand landed. That was a good move from Mosquito. Certainly not a pulverizing left hand that would threaten Lamont Peterson, but maybe make him think twice. There's trying to bury that right hand, saying, let's fight now. So the macho coming out big time from the Brazilian. Mosquito, though, wasting seconds here in close rounds with that southpaw stance, I thought.
That's it, babe. You don't want to talk to him. Stay on the jab, huh? That's all right? You all right? All right, listen. Take that away from him. It ain't no good to him if it don't land. You got me? Stay on the stick. He frustrated. He want to talk more than fight. Stay on the jab. Keep it in him. Up and down with it. You know the right hand coming. It's going to either come wide or straight. If you shrink it, you can't throw it straight. As long as you got him backing up on his heel, he can do nothing. You got me? Test it to the body. When you shoot it, both sides of it, Carl. Trust me, he feel yours too. I know. All right? I know. Keep him backing up. Keep him backing up. Keep him backing up. All right? Behind the jab, everything off the jab. If you see where you can run it off, run it off. All right? And every time you go to wrap, step off.
That's the strategy in that corner. In the blue corner is Izquierdo. They want him not to wait anymore, to get busy, let his hands go, and work the body of Lamont Peterson. There's the jab. Now it's Mosquito getting on that stick.
Quick note, Nick, very odd. I don't think I've ever seen it before. In Peterson's corner between rounds 2 and 3, there were 2 men in the ring. That's not in the rules. That's illegal. Not a big point, but...
Well, they had the assist. They had the head trainer, the assistant, and the strength and conditioning coach on the apron. You're right.
Keep up, baby. Shoulder.
Lamont Peterson trying to close ground a little bit intelligently behind that jab. Steve, I don't want to see Mosquito switch one more time, personally. Ah, there he goes.
He did it just for you, Nick. He
Yeah,
must
he
have heard
did.
you. He does understand
He's hurting me
English.
badly. He may be hurting himself badly that way.
Well, I don't get it. I don't see the point. And for the record, Lamont has fought southpaws before, not as recently as Anthony has, but he's fought at least 3 or 4 southpaws that I could see, including Mario Ramos on Showbox.
Right. He should be technically solid enough to deal with that left-hand stance. Now Mosquito looking, perhaps switching to go to that right hand. Here he's trying to crack with that right to the body.
Go! It's okay.
Now he's inside again. He doesn't shorten up, Steve, to me. Needs his distance there. He's really got to land a big right hand, get lucky.
That's it. He's got to get lucky. If there's such a thing as a lucky punch, that's what he needs because he's not going to outbox Lamont.
Yeah, but Lamont not having exactly a scintillating round. Walking to the Brazilian without punching. Missing there, getting countered by a right hand.
It's okay?
Watch the headbutts.
Mosquito playing doctor there. He's examining Lamont.
It looks like he has a little either swelling or some redness way up on the temple, the left temple, Mosquito. Now in close, Mosquito doing nothing. The big criticism I have of him, Steve.
Well, you know what? Lamont isn't giving him much to work with because the gloves are always high, and there don't seem to be a lot of opportunities for Mosquito to land that right hand. Of course, if he's going to be southpaw, he's not going to land it anyway.
They want him to go to the body. They want him to unleash. They want him to get busy. Oh, and on the way in, he gets caught by a right hand from Peterson. Peterson once again, double left hook. And now Mosquito, the type of rumble he likes, but he's got to get busier as Peterson opens up at the right time to win perhaps this third round.
No doubt. And by boxing and changing angles, he was far more effective than when he was walking towards Mosquito. Maybe that's something we can look for more of.
Okay?
What are you trying to do? I mean, you keep changing around, and for what purpose?
Entienda, tú estás perdiendo esa pelea, okay?
You are losing this fight.
¿Entiendes, Antonio?
Do you understand me, Antonio?
Okay, mueve la derecha. Sigue
You need to start moving with your right hand a little more. Keep needing to move to the right.
Okay? Vamos. ¿Qué necesitas?
Come on, you can do it. That's what you need to do. You're in good condition.
Okay?
You're in good condition to do
Por
this.
favor, Antonio. Vamos, tira muchos golpes.
You need to start throwing a lot of
No pares de
punches.
pelear. Deja que
When
referee
there
haga
is
su
a
trabajo.
foul,
Te van a
don't
pegar.
stop
No seas
boxing.
noble.
Continue to work your
Okay, tú tienes
hands.
que tirar más golpes. Ya vamos 3 abajo.
Keep on using your hands and keep going
Okay,
below.
vamos. Mueve esa cabeza.
And move your head too.
Hey, and get me a sandwich while you're at it.
That was just more beer on
Yeah, I
the
mean,
ice. That wasn't from the
Our
corner.
interpreter
That's-
did an excellent job, but yeah, he had everything but get me a beer and a sandwich. And
If it had been Mayorga, he would have gotten him a beer. He would have gotten him a 6-pack and a pack of Marlboros.
well, I thought good advice from Axel Murillo. Certainly agree that left-handed stance, but here he is back on it, and he said, "What are you doing that way? You're just giving it up." On Peterson in the red and black.
Couple of nice 1-2s there by Peterson. But again, Peterson's applying the pressure, Nick. I want to see if he tries to draw Mosquito to him, he might be even more effective.
Steve, I'd like to see him. He rolled under a punch there, but I wanted to see him come up firing. So he's really been conservative in his approach in terms of finding those openings. There, clips him with a little left hook, a little wild with that left hook, but Mosquito didn't make him pay at all.
See, while Mosquito's looking for that big shot, Peterson's doing enough. He's scoring, he's punching to the body from the outside, he's sticking a jab in.
He's touching the openings,
Get that
isn't he?
top.
Yeah, nothing spectacular. Yeah, that was a nice left hook to the body that made Mosquito kind of cringe a little bit.
I don't see the vaunted power from Mosquito yet. And as you said, it's not going to come from that southpaw stance if he got it in the right hand, which we assume he does. We've seen it before. Mosquito nothing on his jab.
Always difficult to gauge how much of a puncher a fighter really is who has the big knockout record against weak opposition.
That's right. He certainly doesn't make him a boxer.
No, he's not a boxer. That we know. But you know, against that in that fight that was nationally televised against Macau, Mosquito did have a big right hand. You could see it.
Yeah.
Just haven't seen it tonight.
And he's not a totally crude guy. You know, it almost seems like, hey, this guy's he's a violent guy. He's just gonna hit me, hit you, nail you harder, that type of stuff.
The better body work clearly done by Peterson.
So, Steve, you nailed it. Just doing enough, Peterson. Very measured, touching those openings, you know, maybe draining the confidence out of Mosquito.
Let him go, Antonio. Quick! No punch. Step back. Step back. Step
It's a
back.
sound strategy against a fighter with Mosquito's knockout record. You got to figure that if you're still there in the second half of the fight,